everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 324 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're going to be drafting more of the amazing Double Masters 2022, I guess it's called. We've actually got a pair of green-blue rares here. This one obviously wants you to do some, you know, kooky multicolored stuff. Merc Fiend Liege just wants you to be green and blue, and I've played it already, and it's quite good. Also in the pack, I see a Spider spawning, which is a big build around. I see an Aristocrat piece. Ground Assault's fine, but I think I'm pretty happy just grabbing a pair of green-blue rares out of pack 1. We can definitely get ourselves into at least a third color to make Bring to Light maybe just a little bit better. Not sure if we'll get into 4 or not. We'll have to see, but I'm pretty happy with these two as our first picks. Good old pair of 5-drops. What is blue-green supposed to be in Double Masters? Double Masters 2022 archetypes. Let's type that in, shall we? Well, we wait. I don't want to go to these crappy search engine optimization websites jam full of ads. I'm looking at you, .esports. All of these suck. TCG Player. Only slightly worse. Do you actually mention the archetypes in this? Sure don't. Sure don't. I see an Anguished Unmaking as a very good card, but not in our colors. Nothing build aroundy here. Everything's relatively straightforward. We could just take a Cryptic Spires if we think we're going to be fooling around with our mana a little bit. We're not missing a Coatl. We're not missing a Deep Analysis. I don't think we're missing a League Guild Mage. Yeah, I think this might just be a really boring Cryptic Spires. All right, fine. I am on the adsaturated.esports.com website. They, of course, don't even bother to mention the 2-color archetypes. But green, blue, red would be Teamer Midrange Ramp. Green, white, blue would be Bant Big Ramp. Where are the other green blues? Green, blue, black would be Sultai Graveyard Growth. Who made these up? Closing that garbage website. All right, we're going to take this Cryptic Spires here. Be a little bit boring. Oh, and then I could just throw it all away for a Blood Artist. We had an amazing Aristocrats deck on stream this week. And then, boy, did land issues bear their head. Incredible Aristocrats deck. It looked amazing. Went 1 and 2. And still got half of our frickin' money back. Because that's Magic Online for you. There's not much here. I think we take the Blood Artist in case we just get into an Aristocrats deck. Like, to try to build around what I have here, we could take a 1/2 Reach Death Touch. Or a Thought Scour. Or a Cryptic Spires. I'm going to take that Blood Artist. Doesn't mean that we're jumping into that. But we might. Arachnus Spinner is a big thing that I could ramp into if we do get into ramp. And I mean, if Merc Fiend Liege is out, it's a freaking 7/9. That ain't too shabby. It's a little expensive, so we definitely want to ramp up to it. Scab is fine. There's nothing for the Aristocrats deck, so I'm not too concerned about taking a glance at that. Let's pick up an Arachnus Spinner. Well, there's a call to the feast if we can get into Blood Artists, and these Aristocrats seem to be going around. And I've seen them go around fairly late. And again, we're not missing anything for any sort of blue-green deck here. So let's take the call, and let's see where we go. We're waffling a little, but that's fine. Doom Traveler is obviously an okay sack fodder. Augur Spree's a good black-red card. Vampire Sovereign's a good enough black card. A shame the blue and green aren't showing up. What is Settle Beyond Reality? I always forget. It's exile. It's 5-mana sorcery exile. Or if we're just really far ahead, we can just flicker something. I mean, if we're going to be sack, we're probably going to be black, red, white. So let's take an Augur Spree. Something I've really tried to train myself in this set is that removal is good because this is a good format. Why can't I split the cards? Okay, don't let me. Mildly late Bondkin. I see another Cryptic Spires. What does Elsha do? Elsha was never very good, right? 5 mana 3/3 prowess. You can look at the top and you can cast non-creature spells. Yeah, that doesn't do much. Draw 4, then choose X in your hand and discard the rest. That's a decent ramp. Draw spell. I don't think I'm missing anything here. I'm going to help my mana out a little bit more. I don't know what we're doing yet. Not getting any good signals. So I'm just going to keep taking Cryptic Spires. Well, there's a Cartel Aristocrat with a Blood Artist. So there's a start. There's a start. And we're just getting literally nothing for blue and green. Blue and green essentially don't exist. Somehow in pack 1. Early pack 1. Which is odd. A Seeker is just an okay 2-mana 2/2 that can grow a little bit. Maybe gain his life. I don't really want anything else here, so we'll take the Seeker. Another Aristocrat, and so sack outlet, sack outlet, sack outlet. All the sack outlets. Let's take our first Fireblade Artist, because I think these are good. The trick is you can only sack one thing a turn. Whereas Aristocrat, you can just be like, oh, you're at 5? Sack, 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 sack. Unearth is mildly playable. Skeleton Nurture is also playable, but let's take the Unearth. So there's our second Aristocrat. We were able to get it no problem. I don't think we'll be touching green, so let's take our second Aristocrat. There's some sack fodder, and a Balustrade Spy I don't think we would be playing. So let's cut the green and the blue. And let's take a look at Mardu. And then we get a Rafik. Yeah, we're super into this Mardu sack deck now. So we've got a Young Pyromancer, we've got an Augur Spree. Oracle will come around if we need it or want it. Ditto for Dream Shaper Shaman. So yeah, we'll take a Pyromancer. And this is a free sack outlet, but you have to put the card in your deck and pay for it, which is not my favorite plan. It's just a lot of mana. Like 3 mana doesn't do anything. You might never need it, whereas at least like Aristocrat can attack for 2. So I think we take the Augur Spree here as well. Because again, you need removal, and this kills quite a lot. So let's take the Augur Spree. Did I took a Vampire Sovereign, right? No, I did not. Apparently that was all in my head. Okay, so what do we have? We have Vampire Sovereign, we have another Cryptic Spires, we have a Fire Song and Sunspeaker, which doesn't do anything for us. We have a Liliana's Elite, which is not that good for us. So I think we'll take a Vampire Sovereign. It's just a big dumb beater. Second Blood Artist, and now the deck is gonna sing. Now the deck is going to sing. There's a Blazing Hellhound that I would also play. But yeah, second Blood Artist just builds this deck. Absolutely builds this deck. Now we just want sack outlet, sack fodder, any more Blood Artists we can get, any more Iguaners that we can get. Living Lightning's really cute to sack, to buy back like Call to the Feast or Augur Spree or whatever we need. So we might take that over another Unearth. Unearth is great to get back our Blood Artists because they're vital to the plan. But yeah, I think we'll take the Living Lightning. Ashmore Liege. 4 mana, 4/1, builds up my other black and red creatures. Versus a Severed Strands or a Seeker Squire. Yeah, let's take the rare Anthony Liege. Nothing here for us. We don't need a Titan Strength. We don't need a Stamina. We don't want an Apostle. Nobody wants an Apostle. We don't want that. So, nothing. Let's take away a Breakthrough. Weirdly, I have found Iguaners to be the hardest thing to get my hands on. We lost to somebody who had 3 of them and played 3 of them in a row. But whenever I try to get them, I never see them. We have 2 Blood Artists and have not seen a single Iguaner. So yeah, Unfinity spoilers are out. The stickers, which if you haven't seen them, there are now stickers in Magic the Gathering that you apply to cards. They're the huge concern that I had. They're like Post-it notes. They just come right off. They're not cumulative legacy style stickers. They are almost all eternal legal. So all of your Commander games, all your legacy games, all your modern games, etc. now have sticker sheets in them. That, I think, is stupid. This pack, I see a Severed Strands, which is another way of sacking, but not amazing, but we're hopefully going to have sack fodder versus a Bondkin. So I think that's an easy Severed Strands. I think the stickers are super cool for the Unfinity draft format. That, awesome. Super happy to play with them. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really hoping I can A, play it, and B, somehow make content based around it. But adding it to Eternal is pretty dumb. So we've got a third Aristocrat, sorry. Necrotic Ooze, as long as it's on the battlefield, it has all the activated abilities of all creatures in your graveyards. So, Sacrifice? Literally just our Cartel Aristocrats? Literally just our Cartel Aristocrats. I don't think I want that. I think we'll take our third Cartel Aristocrat, even though it appears we're going to be way too stuffed with them. Way too stuffed. I would love like some rebound spells or something, or flashback spells with Young Pyromancer here, just to get further tokens. Yet more sack opportunities. Dreamshaper Shaman, I always have to read this. So we pay 3 to sack at our end step. And then we just flip cards until we find a non-land permanent. And then we put it on the battlefield. I doubt we'll play it, but we can pick it up for now. So we're really red-black, touching white for Aristocrat's Call to the Feast. Doom Traveler is totally playable. We'll certainly be 3 full colors. It's not like we're going to splash for white or anything. Let's take the Ascendancy, I guess. It's not good. Blazing Hellhound back. That's another and very good sack outlet, since we can just ping our opponent with it. With Blazing Hellhound and a Blood Artist, pay 1 mana, sack something, deal 2 damage. Yeah, we are jammed with Aristocrats. I don't think we need a 4th. Okay, pack 3. I want Iguaners, Blood Artists, and Bombs. And fodder. We need fodder. Fodder is actually what we're a little bit slightly lacking. And bounce lands. Bounce lands are always good. I don't feel like we saw a single bounce land in those 2 entire packs. Obviously, I zone in on certain cards once we're halfway through the draft, but I don't think we saw one. Which is wild. We might have some 5-color people. Hey, and then we see one, and we also see a Judith. Now, unfortunately, the non-token creatures don't do the damage, but the non-token creatures do get +1/+0. So that's fine. So we'll obviously take Arachnos, Carnarium, and Judith here. On the wheel, we get nothing, so it's good that we have two fantastic first picks out of here. So yoink and yoink. And my card sorting has broken. There we go. So what are we at? We're at 20. We need 3 more playables. Oh, the third Blood Artist. Yes, please, in the deck. Oh, so many Blood Artists. So many Blood Artists. I just need some fodder. I just need, like, token producers. Cheap things. That's all I need. Rift Bolt's fine. Rift Bolt with Pyromancer down makes a token. Get to kill something. Black cards here are bad. Well, actually, Carrier Thrall is sort of what I was asking for, but I do actually want a little bit of interaction as well. Because this would make a creature, we could sack that creature, which makes a creature, and then we can sack that creature as well. But we're taking Rift Bolt. One more playable, and then we can start doing things like getting rid of this Dream Shaper and getting rid of maybe the Severed Strands. Getting rid of, like, maybe the Seeker. Going from there. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how to make Unfinity content. Because I don't think I'll be going to the store. Because they are now charging $25 Canadian for drafts. Which is insane. I don't wish to have any of this. I don't want none. I guess we're just on a Cryptic Spires. Makes us a bit slower, but that's just a Cryptic Spires. So I'll certainly be buying some boxes, but then I'll have to actually get people together, and then it's always a pain to, you know, have people over to have a fun draft. Also, you have to sit in specific places and do things in the right order because it's being recorded. So we'll see. We'll see. Stagger Shock. There's a rebound spell that I wanted, so we get a couple of tokens off of Pyromancer. Actually, does it cast? Yep, it casts on rebound. Yeah, that's an easy pickup here. There's nothing else that's taunting me. A second young Pyromancer. All right. We got our stuff. Get out of here, Dream Shaper Savant. Shaman, you suck. This deck looks fun. Can't wait to lose to land issues. So what are our white cards here? So we've got Cartel Aristocrat. Ooh, Bloodflow Connoisseur. And an Augur Spree. Even more sack outlets, you say? Get out of here, Seeker. Welcome to the team, Foil Bloodflow. Nothing we want here. I'm going to take somebody's bird. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. We've got our playables. So Cartel Aristocrat, Cartel Aristocrat. Cartel Aristocrat. Nothing I want here. We'll take an Archer. Oh my gosh. Doomed Traveler. And then our Call to the Feast. So we're not crazy white. Second Doomed Traveler. I don't think that replaces anything. Yeah, that doesn't replace anything. We'll take another Severed Strands, I think. Nothing here. Take somebody's Forbidden Alchemy. I'll take our 5th, I think, Cartel Aristocrat. Let's take a Zur. I like this deck. I think it could do some work. Slight question of how many times are we triggering Pyromancer? Strands, Unearth, Spree, Bolt, Shock, Living Lightning bringing something back, and Call to the Feast. 8 triggers. It's pretty good. This looks like a built Aristocrats deck. Again, literally 0 Iguaners. It's a common. None of them. Not even one. I am 99% certain we didn't see one. I guess maybe like pack 1, pick 1, pack 1, pick 2. Maybe I didn't see one because I was distracted by shiny blue-green things, but so we'll make these Cryptic Spires probably red, white, black, white, red, white, black, white. Just 4 white sources. We're probably going to want like 1 more planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red. So what's this? This is 5, 6, 7, 8 red, 6, 7, 8, 9 black, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white. I think that'll work. Let's go try to sacrifice our team for the greater good. That's what we'll do. I have felt very good about Magic having not gone back to Baldur's Gate at all. I have not touched that format, and I am unlikely to ever touch that format ever again. It's not the Magic I enjoy. We've won the die roll. We're going to play first. We have our choice of Pyromancer or Aristocrat on 2. We'll see which one we go with. Probably the Pyromancer. Let's see what they do. They are going to lead with a mountain. Ooh. Hello. Young Peasy out. You know what I should have done? Actually, I don't know if MTG Bot will do this. Really cool thing that MTG Bot does in my Twitch channel is it will tell me the record of the person we're facing, so we can see how borked the matchmaking is. But I don't think it'll do that when I'm not streaming. Boros Garrison. All right, so they look like they're at least perhaps Borosy, and nice and slow for us a little bit here. Clean up, throw away a land, I assume. Umbra. Yeah, they seem pretty aggro. Well, let's get in for 2 while we can. And then let's get our first Blood Artist down. Hold up our God's Willing that we definitely have. Do need my sounds up a little bit higher. Continue to be slow in your Boros deck. Please. I mean, it's not crazy fast. No more lands. I don't need any more. No more. We are not going to come in with that Pyromancer. We're going to give it up to like a Titan strength or whatever. Okay. Blazing Hellhound currently doing 3 damage per sack. No. 2 damage per sack. 2 damage per sack. But unfortunately not 2 damage to any target. 2 damage to their face if we target them. I feel like drawing a burn spell right about now would be fantastic. See, that's fast. I'm guessing they didn't have that in their hand last turn. Well, you are going to tell me a tale here. Please and thank you. Titan strength, +1/+1. So still dies. Scrying 1 to the top. Must be nice. 10th district gone. Super happy. Let me save targets on this Blood Artist, please. I will never be targeting myself, thank you. Always yield. And hey, look at that. It's 1919. That attack did not do all that much. No more lands. This is exactly how my amazing decks always die. All right, no more lands. Not another one. 0 more. All right, let's see what they scried to the top. Perhaps it was the swamp. So that they could cast their heroic reinforcements. That's very early heroic reinforcements. I take 8. I might actually just kill one of those soldiers with the aristocrat. And then sack Pyromancer, because apparently we're not gonna actually find any frickin' spells here. Yeah, let's sack this. Give it pro white. Drain them. Alright, just no more lands. Just no more lands. Our deck is incredible if we don't draw more lands. Good God. Oh boy. Call to the feast. Uh-huh. Free me. Uh-huh. All right, if they keep gaining life, it's real bad news. Rift Bolt. I would have loved to have had that Pyromancer back. We need that Seeker to go away, please and thank you. Drain him. Pass the turn. Uh-huh. I'll take it, because I don't care. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we go to 1. We go to 1. Good Lord. So much for our amazing deck, eh? Turns out, when your first 5 draws are lands, you can't do very much. So back in we go, and let's draw better. Still, fantastic set. Fantastic set. Magic. Still some fatal flaws. But a fantastic draft format. We're going to play first. So Judy on 3. Judy on 3 seems good. Oh, man. Opponent, where are you? There you are. Crypt expires down, pass the turn. 2-drop on top would be cool. We have a lot of them. It wouldn't be unexpected to get one. Of course, we all know what's on top though, right? A land. Hey, actual 2-drop. Actual hasty as butts 2-drop. Get in there for 2. Let's show them who's aggro. Boros Garrison. Oh. Myth realized whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lore counter on it. Pay 2 and a white, put a lore counter on it. Hey, white. At the end of your turn, it becomes a monk avatar. With power and touch. Okay. That seems real slow. It was a rare, right? Way back when. I will not be sacrificing a creature. I will be dropping Judy. And hitting you for 3. Was Myth Realized a rare? In Fate Reforged, I think? No. Oh. Yeah. Dragons. It was a rare. Alright, let's get in for 3. And then let's draw no more lands. That'll be a big part of the plan here. Ooh, a pass of the turn. Are you going to attempt to cast a spell? Oh my god, no more lands, please. Take 5, please. Holy crap, they did it. They took 5. Put a lower counter on Myth. Okay. So it's just power and toughness equal to lore counters, right? Like it's just a 1/1. It's just a 1/1 right now. Okay. Call to the Feast. That's a whole lot of blockers. Whole lot of blocking going on. No sack. Land. My own Call to the Feast. Oh, that's cute. My own Call to the Feast. Big creature, not a big creature. Heroic reinforcements. Sure. You got it. You want to trade a whole bunch of vampires? Let's trade a whole bunch of vampires. What are you gaining? 6? You're going up to 16? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Six, 8, 10. I would go to 10. They would go to 16. And then I could drop them to 5. But then if they have any more aggro follow-ups, I'm just toast. So no, let's just even this all out. All the lifelink creatures are going away. You're going to Path to Exile Judy. Let's go get a land out of our deck, because we don't have enough of those ever. Hi. Living Lightning's cute. Living Lightning is cute. So Myth Realized is now a 4/4 on command, since they did go spell. 10th District Legionnaire, sure. Four, sure. I think you're just coming in with that 4-4. Legionnaire, I mean, I will trade Lightning for Legionnaire real happy. Real happily. Ugh. Good Lord. At least the match was fast, because I would not necessarily say it was fun. At least it was fast. So we can kill the 10th District Legionnaire at least. But I don't think we're dealing with much else ever again. So we can do that. And then we can get rid of that. Sacking that. And then we just have to casually deal with a 5-5 somehow. That we can't kill on our turn. They are in top deck mode at least. So this is a 6-6 on demand. It appears they're just going to give up one of those vampires, so that's fine with me. I'll take 3, gain 1, so I only take 2. Alright, that's what I get for Badmouth and Myth Realized, I guess. I've realized the error of my ways. Alright, Blood Artist maybe gets us back in here a little bit. Actually, Hellhound can block it and ping and kill it. No, because now it's a 7-7 on demand. We would have to also sack our Fireblade Artist. Alright, so it's a 6-6. You got it. Okay, so if we block with Hellhound, so that's 4, 5, 6, we would have to sacrifice everything to kill it. Boy, I think we just take 6 here. And then I think we shoot like a token, which will at least gain us a life. I have to definitely never draw a land ever again in my life. And I have to draw, I don't even know. Ashenmoor Liege, I guess. That's double blocks on the Myth. Is double blocks on the Myth. That said, they did keep a card in hand, which concerns me. No attacks. Okay. Are we turning things around? Pyromancer. Uh-huh. Put a couple counters on that Myth. We have to keep drawing like a champ, but we can try. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still super duper far away from just like pinging them out, but we can try to get there. Another Blood Artist would be really cool. Swamp. No attacks. That's what I like to see. All right, they might just be stocked up on lands. No sacking. Carnarium, Our deck is 2/3 not lands. There's 7 in our 21 card deck. We could always not draw lands. It's always a thing that we could maybe do. We could just not draw them. You know, like this card on top could be a vampire bloodlord person thingy. Or it could be an unearth. That's pretty cute, actually. That's what I might... Oh, wait. No, mana value. 3 or less, not power. We can't bring back Living Lightning. Never mind. Never you mind. Never you mind. We're not cycling it because we do need to bring back like our Blood Artist with it. Yep, your myth realized is huge. Very swole. So swole. Swift Speaker? Sure. Look at all these piddly little things. Ain't got no beef on them. 0 beef. Oh, you're attacking with it, are you? Boop. Yeah, we need to be dealing damage to them. Let me make sure that I did that right. 1, target them. Pay 1, sack that. Save targets, please. Them. All right, so your attack with your 12/12 resulted in you taking 2 damage. Seems good. Seems good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly, slowly, gently. Aristocrat. And then, do I want to unearth that Pyromancer? I think so. Now, what are we on? We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Getting there. Real slow, but we's a trying. Oh Lord, we's a trying. Here with the game, sure. Getting a bit bigger. Getting a bit bigger. So what if we had one more of those Blood Artists at some point? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One more Blood Artist would utterly blow this game open. We've got 2 of them in our 19 card deck. And imagine if we had any Iguaners whatsoever. Legionnaire, sure thing. Have you done the math? You got a lot of creatures over there. Not enough, apparently. No sacking. Although, this would be 2. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's close. Stagger Shock. Hello. That'll do a bit of work. I'd like to kill your hero, please. Good lord. What even got cast? A battlefield promotion? Sure. Made you use it. Maybe that should have just gone to their face. Oh, and they gain 2 life? Damn. So now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So close. So close, but at least we made them use their prowess effect there. That basically pumps their team, more or less. And now they're back on a blind draw. Myth realized? Sure, I've got a blocker. Got blocks for days. Team, that can't be good. That can't be in any way, shape, or form good. Am I somehow just like dead? This is me taking 2. I have a billion ways to gain. You're going to go for the throat. My Ashenmoor Liege. Okay, well, obviously we're going to sack that. To shoot. That's going to be... So they're out of cards. So this is going to be a 3-3. And this is going to be a 4-3. So they're going to trade. So this is actually our last bit to have our Blazing Hellhound. So we might want to save our Blazing Hellhound. So let's do that. So let's target that. Sacking. You're not prowessing. You're not prowessing. You're trading. You're not trading. So sacrifice Pyromancer to deal 1 to this. And then sack the Liege to deal 1 to that. So Blazing Hellhound is going to live. Fireblade Artist is not going to live, so let's sacrifice it as well to hit the 10th district. Tenth district, 1. Sacking. Who did I say was dying? Fireblade is definitely dying. And then we'll also sack this token to finish off the 10th district. Okay. Let's let all that resolve. So 10th district is dead, which is another Blood Artist target. Trigger. And then that's dead, which is another Blood Artist trigger. And then I think I'm taking like 1, 2, I think I'm taking like 4, and I'm just casually sitting at 12 here. Like, I think they just died. Because we're going to have 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're dead. They just killed themselves. Unless I'm really bad at math. But I'm quite sure they just killed themselves. Let's find out. Nothing has trample. They have no cards in hand. Yeah, we go to 8, they die. I did not in any way, shape, or form think we were going to pull that one back. Wow. Thank you, opponent, for making a mistake. So our deck, I think, is good. But I think their deck is also very aggro good. So we have to not die to the aggro. I'm sure some people would say you should be playing 16 lands, you only have one 5-drop, you got a bunch of 2-drops. That's not how it works with 3-color decks. Not how it works. They still don't know that we have 3 Blood Artists either. So that's still a thing that we can surprise them with. That's a long draft and first match. We're already at 50 minutes. Wow. All right. And I thought that was going to be a fast one. That felt really good. Oh, none of the complexity of that board state was due to the complexity of the cards. And that is such a good example of what I want and what I don't want. I want all of my options in a game of Magic to be very simple, instantly grippable, grokkable. I have a Blazing Hellhound, therefore I can sack a creature to deal a damage or something. Done. No if this, then that, and also if this and then that, but also if the moon is full, then something else is going to happen, and then blah, 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 blah. And then if you look at the second backside of the card, blah, 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 one simple sentence. But that one simple sentence has a ton of permutations on the board. I have to pick and choose what I'm going to do there. That is super good game design. Modern limited Magic with 6-sided cards and novels on every freaking card is not good game design. Taken one. Taken one. So we are probably on Blood Artist, unless we can find a Plains to Aristocrat, but then we're on an Augur Spree. That is an early Myth Realized. That thing could get somewhat swole. Blood Artist number 1. Maybe they'll use a real removal spell on it. Maybe. Taken one. Not blocking with my Blood Artist. That seems dumb. Okay, I don't think we're dead next turn. Blood Artist is just going to save me so much if I have 2 of them out. So let's get the second one out. And then we'll decide between Liege and Spree. Counter on Myth Realized, sure thing. You're going to get some reinforcements here. Orzhov Pontiff. So ETB or die. Creatures you control get +1/+1, or creatures your opponent controls get -1/-1. You son of a bitch. Gross. Well, I still have one more Blood Artist, but there goes a significant portion of our game plan. All of our game plan is kind of gone. All of it. Somewhat hyper dead. I do not wish to put down that Ashen Morlage, because it also just dies to this. So we're going to put down the Carnarium and take some damage. And that's fine. That's fine. We can take some damage. Because we can find blockers in interaction. 3? I can take 3. 5? I can take 5. So are they just splashing black for Call to the Feasts? And I guess go for the Throat? Seems like it. 2 very different Mardu decks, which is very cool. Unfortunately, we're hyper dead. We just can't seem to do a ding-dang thing. You gonna reinforcements me? Pardon. Whenever you cast a red spell, deal 3 damage strike. Jesus, why? That's not okay. I mean, gotta kill the liege, I guess. And then just take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to 7. Fourth Blood Artist ain't gonna do it, I don't think. Although it... No, because I can't play the frickin' Aristocrat. I need the Aristocrat down. Really badly. So explain Haunt. When the creature it haunts dies. Okay. When the creature it haunts dies. Okay, they're down to 1 card. I still don't quite know what gets us back into this. Sure as hell ain't that. I'm gonna click this button. Oof. Their deck curves. Oh, no. 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 So we had 5 lands in a row coming up. That's good to know. That's good to know. We were hyper dead. Yeah, let's go into match 2. I'm going to take a quick break because that was a long game. And let's hope we're slightly more lucky and our opponents are slightly less lucky. All right, we're back for match 2. So let me check. Yeah, MTG bot does not do that if I'm not stream. So we don't know their record. We're going to play first. We've got a Judy on 3 and a Young Pyromancer on 2. That seems good. We got all 3 colors. We got a Hellhound on 4. Why, that's a curve. That's a curve. They are tapping down for a blue-green Cryptic Spire. Sure thing. Blue-green-white. What you got for me? What you got? Devoted Druid. I can attack into that pretty handily. Judy. I'm the aggro deck now. Rejuvenator, sure thing. Judy can attack into that, no problem. Well, they's a ramping. They's a ramping. Yeah, I want that Hellhound down, so let's get Judy in. In for dose. We got Ulamog on stream this week, which was rough. Give me an X4, a nice juicy X4. That's a 2/2. That's not an X4 at all. And you're going to Hyena Umbra it. How do Umbras work? Totem armor. If enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it. Okay, so Augur Spree will still kill it. Right? So Hyena, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Hyena Umbra will go away, and this will not be destroyed. However, it will still be a 8/0 and die because it's an 8/0. Also, that Rejuvenator getting a Rancor is pretty dumb. But we can also deal with that. But we are... No, we can't. No, we can deal with that because we have the mana for it. So up first, let's hope this works the way I want it to. Please? Thank you. And then we're going to finish off that Rejuvenator by sacking this token. Yeah. Get your Rancor back. I don't care. I don't remotely care. Because I'm going to hit you for 10. Take 10. Seems good. Bond-in. Is it going to pick up a Rancor? Or is the Druid perhaps going to pick up a Rancor? Either way, I will sack a creature to kill the Bondkin. Real handy like. Won't even think twice about it. Won't even think twice. They're down to 1 card too, so I feel pretty okay about this. So we're going to go Living Lightning. Then we're going to sack the Living Lightning to kill the Bondkin. I always forget. Click Bondkin. Click Lightning. Any target? Any target. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's do them. So we murderize that Bondkin. We drop them to 4. Kill the Bondkin. Get out. Go. Go on, get. Battlefield promotion. No. I'll sack the Pyromancer. Just watch me. Just watch me, and Judy's going to deal another 1 to them. You are not gaining life, is the other deeply important part of that conversation. And then you're going to jump here. Jump a lump. Thank you. Bye. Boy, I asked to be lucky, and we got lucky. We got real lucky. All right, so they're obviously ramping into something big, I would assume. So I'm tempted to put in like another Severed Strands. But let's make them prove it to me first. We've got 1 Severed Strands in anyways. Oh, man. All right, that is once again a turn 2 Pyromancer, a turn 3 Judy. Turn 4 Call the Feast. Plains and... What does that deck have for 1 mana? 1 mana on white. Just a Doom Traveler. Okay, cool. Cool. Deal with a Doom Traveler, maybe. Won me good. 2 mana, what you got? Seeker? You were a ramp deck, right? Right? I think you were a ramp deck. Last Breath by Pyromancer. All right. I will gain 4 and then take 4. All okay by me. Well, some of it's okay by me. I wouldn't say all of it's okay by me. Let's get Judy down. And then we'll follow Judy with 3/2/1 Lifelinkers, which seems decent. They also missed a land drop. Oh no, they didn't. This is turn 4. No. Not even going to consider blocking there. Wingsteed Rider seems good. I would rather enjoy a way of killing that before it gets too big for its britches. In fact, let's go Scryfall this. Single green mana instant speeds in Double Masters. Set 2x2. Color green, CMC 1 type instant. Might of Old Krosa. What a mediocre combat trick. Deeply mediocre combat trick. I'll let them pretend they have it. Yeah, that felt like they F6'd. So I don't think they have Might of Old Krosa. Five mana coming up? No. We're on 4 mana because these are both tapped. Just flying in for 2? I like that. Okay, so that's a Mistland drop. Oh, but they just casually have Mikaeus. So, Severed Strands on top, or that other card, Augur Spree, please, and thank you. Stagger Shock, not quite, but we can at least kill the Rider. Oh, I wish Judy was not non-token creature. So we need to keep creatures off their board so that Mikaeus is not, you know, broken insane and instead is just crazy bonkers insane. Pass of the turn? I like it. I like it. Welp. Let's Stagger Shock the Seeker, forcing them to take a counter off of Mikaeus. I don't hate that plan. Plus tapping Mikaeus, which means I just get to like slam in with these vampires. Okay. Flash Liege. That's cute. Trey cute. Ooh, Blazing Hellhound. Now that's Trey cute. That's just like straight up Trey cute. Because now we can still... we could finish off the Seeker. Yeah, we can just finish off the Seeker. So let's finish off the Seeker here. Boop. Okay, they've opted to put counter on it. Seeker has to die. Because it's sunk cost fallacy. We've put so much work into it. It must die. And then we just have to work on Mikaeus and Thistledown Liege and this 1 mana 3/3. Alright, they're down to 1 card in hand. Down to 1 card in hand. We could Sever Strands, we could Augur Spree. Tons of ways out of this. Tons of ways out of this. So many ways out of this. Swamp is not a way out of this. Living Lightning's a start, because that can get back our Call to the Feast. It will not allow us to cast it, so let's just drop a Cartel Aristocrat. They are going to get to jam a counter on Mikaeus here. That's fine. Ish. Not really. And Mikaeus is really good. Really good. Alright, that's a way of getting a counter on Mikaeus, I guess. You could also still tap him, you know. There you go. 3/3 first strike? What? Why? Creature gains first. Oh, now it's gone. Weird. I feel like it still said first strike heading into their turn. Alright, so cool thing is Cartel Aristocrat is unblockable because they're mono white right now. That's nifty. I feel like there's almost a way of killing Mikaeus here. We could sack Living Lightning to Hellhound, dealing a damage and a damage, bringing back Call to the Feast, sacking another one to kill Mikaeus. That's 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That seems like a start. So let's go Mikaeus, Mana, Living Lightning, Judy, Mikaeus, Living Lightning, Call to the Feast. They're still going to get a counter on Doom Traveler. Like, Doom Traveler is still going to be a 5/5, and Thistledown is going to be a 4/6. So, you know, there's still issues. Let's do this. So then we can finish off Mikaeus. They can put their counters on. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a 4/4. Oh, they're not even going to put their counters on. Sweet. Cool. I can do it again, you know. There we go. Mikaeus is dead and didn't even put the last bit of counters on. Oofa. All of these options from such simple sentences. Elvish Rejuvenator is fine. We're still going to have to figure out how to get them from 25 to 0 before whatever this ramp stuff is goes off. Ashmore Liege is a start, I suppose. And I also got one of these. Why is... It's forcing me to pick my mana for every card. I must have hit a button. Must have hit a button. So we're a little bit lacking on attacks here because they have green now, so we can't just do pro-white. So we may be looking at sacking a token each turn to Fireblade. And what we really need, of course, are our Blood Artists, because our Blood Artists would certainly be quite an extra bit of damage. I dislike that they still have 2 cards in hand. Well, I guess one's a land. So they have 1 real card in hand. Because we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to cost us everything to kill that Thistledown Liege, so we're not going to do that. But we are going to sack a token to deal 2 to them. Augur Spree. Oh, that's cute. Now we can kill that Thistledown Liege. We'll do it on their turn. Do it on their turn. There's the land that they're... Is that the land they returned? Inoc Bondkin. Well, that needs to go. And we have ways of making that go. Okay, Augur Spree, Thistledown Liege. Yeah, it's making me pay all my mana. I must have hit something. And then also deal 1 to it by sacking this token. Man, I wish I knew what button I hit. Alright, Thistledown Liege is toast. Toast! I will not be sacking anything. Bloodflow Connoisseur, that's cute. Okay, so I don't think I'm really doing anything with this Fireblade Artist, so I'm pretty okay eating a couple of things here. Potentially 3 things if they double block, because Judy would trigger. The old Chumperino? Sure. Alright. They're almost blind drawing. 1 card left in hand. Doesn't seem like it's much. So we are just now looking to finish this somehow. Let's keep the Fireblade Artist coming in. The old Chumperino. The double blocks. I will certainly kill both. Fortunately, their spirit will not be down yet, so I can't just kill it. But that's a pretty good board state against them, I would say. 1 card in hand. If we sack our Connoisseur to kill that, we can deal 20 to them. 20 is not quite 22. So instead we will just come on and slam, except for our 5/1. Come on and slam, except for our 5/1. Augur Spree in case of any shenanigans going on here. Block the big one. Seems like a good chump. It's that last card. Just a land? Oh. Ambuscade. I don't want to use that Augur Spree, so we're going to sack the Bloodflow Connoisseur. That way Augur Spree can kill something a little bit bigger in case they just top-decked something. They did not. They top-decked a land. They are toast. All right. 50% of our money back. 50% of our money back. Let's go to game 3, see if we can get 100% of our money back. Oh, man. MTGO Phantom Drafts. So much better. Unfortunately, the flashback draft this week is War of the Spark, which I don't know if MTGO Phantom Drafts can save that draft format. That draft format was pretty bad. Next week is Cons of Tarkir, which I'm powerfully torn on. Cons of Tarkir draft was incredible, extraordinarily good format for about 2.5 months. And then Limited Resources said, we just take all the morph cards and all the bombs in every color, and we play 5 colors. And everybody said, cool, we want to do that too. And every draft table I have basically ever been at for Cons of Tarkir, in every flashback, every single flashback draft, has been way too many people trying to do that. Signals being literally impossible to follow. the draft being awful and the gameplay being awful. So if you have a time machine and could go back to before that became the ha-ha fun thing to do, Khans of Tarkir is an incredible best of all time format. If you get stuck in a pod of people who are not in any way, shape, or form attempting to be good drafters, but instead are just trying to do the 5-color morph thing, you're in for a very bad time. Boy, we have both Blood Artists in hand and a young Peasy with a Rift Bolt. I feel like we should be able to do something here. No. No, I'm the one who's supposed to be doing this, opponent, not you. Get the hell off my turf. Don't you dare drop a Blood Artist. Don't you dare. You son of a... Taken 3. Blood Artist? Cartel Aristocrat. So then we can block the 1/1 at least. Then we've got, what, 4 mana up? So we can go Blood Artist, Blood Artist. Okay, goodbye Rift Bolt. Now they know my secrets. Goodbye Rift Bolt. Goodbye Rift Bolt. Unearth. They got answers from my Blood Artists, it would seem. Goodbye Cartel Aristocrat. They're down to 2 cards. They are down to 2 cards. So I'm going to murder this Pyromancer, if you don't mind. Go away. Down to 2 cards. They just got 2 1/1s. My Blood Artists don't do anything about that. But we can draw other cards. They're literally playing my deck. They're literally playing my deck. But they are curving out significantly better. At least this one's a fast one, I think. Hey, Judy. Nope, don't tap that way. Well, we got a Judy. And we got a Blood Artist. They're out of cards. You know, like we could top deck a Call of the Feast. Heck yeah, you sack something. You take a life and yeah. You sacking stuff is great. You sacking stuff is awesome. I will easily trade this Blood Artist for your young Peasy. And drain you. And also murder this token. All right. All right. What you got as a follow-up? A Carrier Thrall? Okay. Well, I have my very own Blood Artist. And, or sorry, a Fireblade Artist and my Blood Artist. And then, do you want to trade that Thrall for a Fireblade Artist? How does that sound to you? Does that sound good to you? That doesn't sound good to you. All right. Okay. Stabilization, perhaps, maybe? They drew a card. Nope. Not even gonna pretend to be stabilized. We are dead in 2 turns. I will not be sacking anything, thank you. Don't be a land. Let me pretend to fight for this victory. Young Pyromancer. Hey look, we have the same deck. If they block with the Sovereign, we can kill it. Just take it. Fair. Gotta find an Augur Spree on top. Augur Spree or Severed Strands. It's like 3 out of 26 chance. Or our own Vampire Sovereign. So it's 4 out of 26. 4 out of 26. But instead it was a land. It was always a land. Oop, oop. Womp, 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 womp. Womp. So they'll sack their Thrall, I'll go to 2, and then they'll hit me for 3. Close match. Close match. Closer than I thought. This Blood Artist kind of, or I guess the pair of Blood Artists kind of kept me in this to give me the chance to turn it around. You want to sack the Carrier Thrall here. Come on. Sack Thrall, attack. I guess they have to think about me having removal. Because if I have removal and they sack the Thrall and I kill the Sovereign, then they're actually in fairly bad shape. They would actually potentially die on the crackback. No sack. Pardon me? You giving me another turn? I think they're giving me another turn. Well, not really, because Fireblade Artist is still bad news. Okay, so the way that we don't die to Fireblade Artist is by sacrificing something. And then we shoot Thrall so that we get another gain. So that'll be 2 Blood Artist gains. So now we don't die to... yeah, now we don't die to Fireblade Artist if we draw removal for the Sovereign, which we did not. We did not. However, did they have to block here? They have to block Fireblade Artist. Yeah, they got a block here. Boop, boop, boop. They have to block Fireblade Artist. I think they have to block Judy. Which means I'm going to gain 2. And actually, they're dead. No, because one was not a token. No, because none of them were my creatures. None of them were my creatures. None of them were my creatures. All right. All right. One turn, don't die. Woo. There was an Augur Spree coming, but not for a very long time. Wow. Whew. All right. Surprised we were able to get through that one. That's a terrible hand. That's not keepable. Was that them mulliganing? Is that what that sound was? No, they're starting at 7. Yeah, that's not keepable. Very reactive, but technically better. Let's pitch one of them their lands. Right, extraordinarily reactive hand here. But we could draw better. We could hit our 4th land for Ashen Morleys. You're going to Rift Bolt me next turn? Sure. It's suspend 1, right? Yeah. Bolt me. Bolt me right in the face. Right in my big, stupid face. You got me. You got me. No 2-drop? You're gonna Rift Bolt me, okay? Rift Bolt me right in my stupid face. It would appear they may be kept a slow hand as well. Oh, and they missed their 3rd land drop? Let's stop drawing lands, for the love of God. They're unearthing to cycle, sounds good. We will Augur Spree virtually whatever this is. Like, I don't care what it is, it dies. They're not even going to play anything. Please. Our deck is good. It has proven it can be good. We just don't ever need to see another land for the rest of this game. Take 4, please. Thank you. Just no more lands. We have 7. We can cast everything in our deck a couple of times over. Traveler's Amulet? Sure. Go and get your planes. Play your planes. Bloodflow Connoisseur. That's a beginning. Oh, can I take that land back? Actually, it doesn't matter. We wouldn't have 6 mana. Fun fact. It was a change a few years ago that you could take your land back, even in competitive. As long as nothing had changed, all that happens is you gave up some information. Menace, beginning of your end step, bounty counter. When this creature dies, each opponent draws a card and gains 2 life. For as long as that creature has a bounty counter on it. Okay. It's gonna die. Just letting you know. Mathis there is gonna die. It's gonna go to the great big graveyard in the sky. I think that's where the graveyard is. Bounty counter on my blood flow. Lava coil. Alright, let's sacrifice itself to itself, so at least it's not in my exile zone. And then I guess they're going to put a bounty counter on Mathis. Being your hands to put a bounty counter on target creature. An opponent controls. They can't put a bounty counter on their Mathis. I swear, deck. I don't need any more lands. Oh, we could have been so far ahead. What you got? Bedlam Reveler. Okay. So ETB, you're going to discard your card in hand and draw 3. You had a swamp in hand. Good plays. Good plays. I will kill your Bedlam Reveler as well. Also, I have a bunch of vampires. But unfortunately, they have refilled their hand and are probably now going to play the game. They're not playing the game. Do we have a chance? Attempt to attack? For a 6-point life swing? 6-point life swing? Oh my lord, I think they've got 3 lands in hand. Or a double white card, but I doubt that's the case. Oh my lord. They flooded out worse than we did. And they missed a land drop as well. Or maybe they're sitting on a whole bunch of removal and they don't want to use it on 1/1s. They want to use it on peasies. Does the token have haste? It does not, eh? I do want a token though, so I'm going to stagger shock them. 6-point life swing. That's 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we take them to 2 next turn if they still have nothing. Young peasy, I get to shoot that. Get to shoot that real good. So they're going to Titan Strength it now just to get a 1-1. And a Scry. That's fair. Show me Scry to the bottom. Scry to the bottom. They're blind drawn. Oh, they've got even more spells. Severed Strands. Gross. Gross. Alright, so we get to Stagger Shock that Pyromancer and then slam in for 2. But they are blind drawing, much as we are. Another one. Alright, slam in. They can trade a Vampire token for Elemental. They're going to go to 7. We're going to go to 22. They are on a 2-turn clock. They are blind drawing on an empty hand. They find something. They find their second Mathis. Good lord. Severed Strands, please. Or a Cryptic Spires. You got it. Pass the turn. They're so close to dead. Lava Coil. Haha, the creature didn't die. You don't get your card. It went to exile. Pyromancer. Uh-huh. Deck, please. So there's 7 lands in our top 21. We are back to that good old standard of 66% of our deck being stuff. 66% of our deck is honest to goodness stuff. So of course we draw our 1/1 for 1. They have so many good rares. 2 Mathises, a Yahenni. Got a Fireblade Artist, but I don't want my creatures to die anymore, which is kind of brutal. Boy, 2 Mathises really bones our deck. Really bones our deck. And a Yahenni. Their deck is like purpose built to mess up our deck. I guess we hold on until they have... Is it a May draw? No, they draw the card. They draw the card. So if we hold on long enough, we draw them out. Is it a May? No, they must put a bounty counter on. So like they've got 13 cards in their deck. But we're playing with them having far fewer. Let's see if they figure this out before we do, before anything else goes on here. So like they're at 12. If they put a counter on Artist and we go sack, 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 sure, they gain a bunch of life. But they draw 5 cards, which will kill them before long. Please put a bounty counter on Blood Artist. Thank you. Backup Cartel Aristocrat. So that's a forced 6 draw, and they're down to 11. So that's like 5 more turns. We are going to attempt to win in a very unorthodox method. They want to deal 2 to me, I can take 2. That's fine. A-okay. Thank you for continuing. They don't have to, right? They could put it on something that already has it. target creature an opponent controls. Yeah, they could not be doing this, but instead they are sealing their own fate. Severed Strands. So Severed Strands saves us from like the horrible, scary flyer that we can't deal with should they find one. So they're down to 10 cards. Fireblade Artist, sure. Pass of the turn, you love to see it. Put another bounty counter on something that already has it, which might give them the information that they can do that. So they're at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 cards in hand. Another Blood Artist, okay. So now they're not gaining any life off of these Mathis triggers. And then if they put a counter on Blood Artist, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 draws for them, and they're at 9 cards, so we just need to hang on for a couple of more turns. And we need them to put a counter on this Blood Artist. So let's see if they've discovered how they're going to die or not. I will take 2. 2 a turn is not killing me. Put the counter on the Blood Artist. Yes! They don't realize how they're going to die. But it's going to happen real soon. Living Lightning's cute. We could sack that Living Lightning, bring back Augur Spree. Or bring back Stagger Shock? No, Stagger Shock doesn't really do it. Okay, so let's do Cartel Aristocrat. Sack Living Lightning. Drain. Bring back Stagger Shock. Enjoy your counter on Yahenni, I don't care. Drain. Pro Black. So she can attack in, taking them to 3. Then we can Stagger Shock them down to 1. And then actually we have to think about triggers a little bit, eh? Stagger Shock them. Oh, get a... Yeah, there we go. We get the token. We sack the token. Oof. We had 2 different ways of winning. The card draw way would have been really fun, but I'll take that way. Get all of our money back. We had a whole bunch of fun. This format's great. MTGO is great. I strongly encourage you to go try MTGO. Go try this format. It's fantastic. Let me know anything you want to let me know in the comments. If you leave a snarky one, I'll probably be snarky right back to you. That's the way it goes, because as far as I'm concerned, it's my channel. You can start your own channel. I had a dick in the comments last week. That's why I'm saying that. Anyways, if you don't want to be a dick in the comments, you can always go find me at here, I guess, and twitch.tv/TheManaLeek on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a ton of fun over there. There's always the marble races as well to work on giving away Inked Gaming gift cards. All kinds of fun stuff over there. Twitch, Twitter. Find me in those places. Let me know anything you want to let me know. Do those thumbs up, do those subscribes, do those everythings. They really help the channel not shrink. We're not even really trying to grow anymore. Let's just stop shrinking. But yeah, I will see you all next week for some more Double Masters, and it will be a good time.